let's stay on Kamala for a second. So Kamala Harris, she decided to go on the All the Smoke podcast. So if you're not familiar with All the Smoke podcast, it's Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes. The fact that she went on this show, people can kind of draw their own conclusions, have their own feelings about it. Usually Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson, like their show is called All the Smoke. I believe most of the time they're smoking weed on the show. They're high. It's very casual, laid back, cool show, whatever. I don't watch it, but it's I don't really have anything negative to say about it. Neither here nor there. Is it the type of show that I think that Kamala Harris would go on? I think that it's a very Joe Biden interview with Cardi B or interview with Charlemagne type of thing. That's the feeling that I get from it, where it's like, okay, let me talk to the black community, but let me go in a safe space. And by safe space, I mean where I can outsmart these guys. The intelligence is not going to be high, but the end, because that's the same thing that I said with the Breakfast Club, right? Where I didn't think from a political standpoint that they're intelligent, that they were intelligent in politics enough compared to a Byron Donalds. Kamala Harris is probably thinking the same thing. The only difference is these Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson, they are very much on the Democrat side. They are not the conservative Republicans. They are very much, we knew that this was going to be a softball interview, but let's take a look at this video. I think this is a cool video that this guy put together. I'll make sure that I put the full video, so I give the creator credit, and put the link to the video in the what is it called? The description. I'll put it in the description as well, so you guys can check it out. So let's look.
Kamala Harris doesn't do press conferences, but she will do softball interviews on a basketball podcast.
One of my guilty pleasures, especially when I'm on the road, are my Doritos.
Oh, what flavor?
Nacho. Old school, original.
OG,
come on.
Yeah.
But when she's not talking about pressing issues like Dorito flavors, she's carambling her nonsense.
What is your economic plan moving forward for people who are living paycheck to paycheck and struggling for groceries and rent and homeowners?
So, look, I grew up, so my sister and I were raised.
Which she almost went back into that middle-class family line while wearing her middle-class $60,000 Tiffany necklace.
Look, I grew up, so my sister and I were raised by our mother. We lived for a long time in an apartment on top of a childcare center. That childcare center was actually owned by...
He sped up the video.
Mrs. Shelton, who was small business owner. Small business and small business owners. I love our small businesses and focused on small businesses. And my vision overall is we need to build an opportunity economy in which we increase opportunity for all, including small business owners. So small businesses, community banks, community, and community, what the community wants.
But it still didn't give her answer any more substance, which an economy based on opportunity sounds great until you realize her economic plans include price controls, federalized healthcare, and race-based government handouts. And who knows, maybe Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes from the All the Smoke podcast love all those socialist policies. I know I don't have to agree with everybody's political opinions just to enjoy their podcast about playing in the NBA, because I do actually watch their show. But something tells me at least Stack wasn't buying all of Carambola's answers.
My best friend from kindergarten is still one of my best friends.
That's crazy.
Right? Stacey Johnson.
Yeah, that's dope.
As you see him rolling his eyes here, but it immediately jump cuts to him smiling and nodding, which means they went back through over 45 minutes of interview and still had to sneakily splice together an edit to try to paint Harris in a positive light. And their comment section called them out on the edits, shaming them for their softball questions, Kamala's new accent, and same tired talking points. As absolutely nothing about Kamala's campaign is genuine. When she recently posted on Twitter about her taking a break from fundraising to work on responding to Hurricane Helene, still wearing that ridiculous necklace, with her phone on the table showing that her headphones are plugged into nothing, while the pages she's working on are all blank. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is actually in Georgia, unable to work with Biden.
Have you reached out to President Biden about federal relief efforts?
No, I haven't reached out to him. No, I think he's sleeping right now.
As Biden finally returns from his beach trip,
Mr. President, why weren't you and Vice President Harris here in Washington commanding this?
Yo, leave Biden alone, bro.
I was commanding. I was on the phone for at least 2 hours yesterday and the day before as well. I command. It's called a telephone. All my security people.
Is it not important for the country to see?
yes, He's commanding the overrun shelters, running out of food with FEMA nowhere in sight. And when asked if Americans will get more support,
maybe this is here.
He
Maybe
rejects
he's there
it.
now.
Are there any more resources the federal government?
Maybe he's there now. Did Biden go visit? If I'm assuming that I'm making the assumption that he's in North Carolina, or he went to the location of, different storm sites where they were going through it. I don't know if y'all have seen some of the destruction from this hurricane, but it's been pretty bad. It's impacted some areas in a very terrible way. So I'm assuming and I'm hoping that this is him down there, because if he didn't actually go down there, that would be a problem.
Could be giving them?
No, we've given them, we have pre-planned a significant amount of it, even though they didn't ask for it yet.
So while the roads are destroyed in North Carolina, the streets are flooded with sand in Florida, and the homes are underwater in Tennessee, local residents are forced to fend for themselves, just like in Lahaina last year, where the locals had to jet ski in their own supplies. And the more you look into what's happening after Hurricane Helene, the more outraged you'll get at this administration. But I think their biggest sin is that they think you're too stupid to notice that they're faking everything. Just look at her VP pick Tim's Twitter post about going to a football game. He's up there cheering from his suite while nothing is actually happening on the field. Out there pointing to the fans that could literally care less about him.
Hey,
and
hold on.
whatever this is.
Stop playing. Hold on. I didn't even peep that. I didn't see this part of the video. Wow. Nah, maybe they're on the other side of the field. I don't know, man.
Football game. He's up there cheering from his suite while nothing is actually happening on the field. Out there pointing to the fans that could literally care less about him and whatever this is. And obviously lying about a football game isn't the biggest deal, but it does make you wonder, if they have to fake everything about being a football fan, what won't they lie about? So if you appreciate my concise, lighthearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, hopefully I've earned your subscription, then go check out the video on how Americans getting hit with a hurricane resulted in a
I like dude, man. I gotta check him out. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and subscribe. I didn't subscribe. Dang, bro got 646,000 in the spare bedroom. Hold up, man. Yeah, we gotta step it up. I know we got 10,000 people in the building. We gotta step it up, but we're gonna keep going. All right, so let me see what the next video is.
It's Dak. Just want to thank you for checking out our video and visiting the OG Network. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure that you give us a like. And if you're looking to join a community of inspired individuals striving for purposeful abundance, subscribe. And if you're feeling real generous, share the video with some friends and family. All right, I'll see y'all soon. Ew.